Hello everyone, it's Jabari here. So I made a video a few weeks ago where I discussed a movie that is currently in development by Disney, which will feature their very first ever African princess. She will be tasked with protecting her kingdom from an evil force with her newly discovered magical powers. The movie will be produced and co-written by two Nigerians, Rick Famuyiwa and Ola Shokunbi. The reactions from Nigerians to this movie is a testament to just how important this movie may be to the worldview of African people and their history, and more importantly, how important it is to Nigerians. According to an article posted on Vanguard, Nigerians expressed concerns of the ethnic identity of the princess. James Elahor, a public servant with one of the federal ministries, noted the fact that her name was Sade, which is of Yoruba origin, while her attire was that of Fulani origin. He implied that this would make her appear to be more like a combination of different African cultures rather than being an authentically Nigerian princess. I fully understand his concerns. People tend to group Africa and its people into one big category of Africa without realizing or recognizing its immense ethnic diversity. However, I think this is the least of the concerns for the movie, considering there's so much more that could go wrong with it. Not to mention, Black Panther had the same problem. The character spoke the Xhosa language of Southern Africa, yet the symbols on T'Challa's throne were in CDB, which is of Nigerian origin, and Wakanda showed clear Sudano-Sahelian architectural influence, a tradition practiced in places like Mali and Senegal. Then of course we have the Jabari tribe, which is a Swahili name. Trust me, I know, because my name is Jabari. Despite these inconsistencies among several others that I didn't even mention, it was still an excellent and very successful movie. In fact, Yemi Balaugun, a fashion designer, claimed that the only reason Disney wanted to make an African princess movie in the first place was because of how successful Black Panther was, and that this would have never even happened if it were not for that fact. She also went on to say they had better not represent her living in the bush among animals. I find this very sad, but also funny because I said the exact same thing in my previous video about the movie, and I've said similar things in several of my older videos throughout this channel's history. Publicist Hassan Mohammed stated that we should focus on producing movies about actual Nigerian mythical and historical heroes such as Queen Amina, Margaret Ekpo, and Gambo Sawamba. He was quoted saying, "Can we start producing animations that feature our mythical and historical heroes? Can we stop consuming Superman and the likes? What do we have to give them to see us as we are?" There are so many iconic heroes, myths, and legends in just about every culture around the world represented in movies, video games, and TV shows. And several of these are represented in Disney movies alone, yet not one of them is an African. Black Panther is the closest thing that we have, and he is a modern invention by a comic book company. Mary Udo, a lawyer at a private firm, said that Africa's content is inexhaustible, and that Disney should produce fairy tale animation movies based on African history and culture. Africa has over 1 billion people and literally thousands of ethnic groups. There is so much untapped potential for the film and animation industry, and it really surprises me how it has yet to be tapped into. Hopefully Black Panther and Sade will pave the way for this to become mainstream. As stated in last video, I'll keep you guys up to date and informed with this movie as I gain more information on it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and always remember, we don't come from nothing.